We're live. New season of OU. Year 5. Won a national title 2 years ago. Lost in the championship 2026. Last year we lost in the first round to Iowa. It was a disappointing game. Been a long off season in Norman, but bringing a really good recruiting class. Excited about some running backs we're bringing in. Just a really good class overall. 9 5-stars, I believe. Just an historic class. So we got a really talented squad here. Built this team in my image, you know, being in year 5 now. You got some redshirt seniors out there, some real life players, but for the most part, it's guys I've recruited. And we're excited to get this season started. Got Temple coming in. They won their game versus UConn, I believe, a couple touchdowns. So they're not a pushover by any stretch. Defense is rated 86 overall. So, you know, I mean, they're a decent little squad. So we have to play well, and they've had a week to play. We haven't, so we can't be rusty. That works for them. Hard, I think. Let's go, baby. Let's play good.
Welcome to Norman, Oklahoma. Tonight, at the Gaylord Family Oklahoma Memorial Stadium, the Sooners are set to open another season on Owen Field. What a scene this is, a veritable cavalcade of colors. Stripe after stripe, and they hope leaves the visitors dizzy. As we'll see a squad from the AAC, the Temple Owls, taking on the third-ranked team in the land, the Oklahoma Sooners. Glad to have you with us for EA Sports College Football. I'm Nick Davis, David Pollock, and Jesse Palmer with me in the booth. Guys, we are ready to tee it up. Temple about to kick it off and get this game underway. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The Sooners offense takes the field for the first time today. Here he comes. And anytime this guy touches the ball, and he will touch it plenty, a bolt of electricity just goes through the stadium, Dave.
Yeah, they'll feature him. They'll give him the ball, like you said, a lot early, often. It's a guy that can make game-breaking plays. The offense is built around ability to run the ball, Jesse. Make big plays for this offense.
Yeah, he really shoulders the load, right, in more ways than one. The offense goes as this guy goes. So it's going to be important in this one. They get him going early and often.
That's about as close as you can get to that marker, and it will be second and just a few breaths away from the first down. And they'll come to the line with less than a yard to go. Keep it on the ground. They'll get him at the 45, but he got 10 on that one.
That's a nice run. This guy has it all, doesn't he? He has speed, he has shiftiness, and he has power. The power reminds me of an old great Sooner running back, Mr. Creek. Arguably, one of the most gifted runners college football has ever seen. A guy that didn't quite pan out at the NFL level because of injuries. This dude has it in him, though, and I'm sure he's reminding a lot of people in the stadium right now of good old Marcus Dupree.
Now a first down from the 45-yard line. Here's the give off the left side. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
And a great job by the linebacker. You can tell starting to crowd the line of scrimmage, get up there in the line of scrimmage, see it, diagnose it, get in the backfield, get the running back on the ground to the tackle for the loss.
Lost one on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. He's looking to throw. Lost one deep down the right side. Inside the 10. And he eluded the defense, and he'll take it all the way. Touchdown, Sooner. They draw first blood, and that is exactly what
Here we go.
want to open the season with a drive like that. You want to make sure this Boomer Sooner crowd gets it going early. That is one way to get it done.
Then we get to break out the Sooner Schooner. The wagon gets to come out. Everybody gets jacked up. Everybody gets excited. Oklahoma has an electric atmosphere. And when these fans get involved early like this, good luck.
And the extra point is good, and it's 7-0. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. And they finish it in style with a 57-yard toss for 6. Almost ready to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. So the Temple Owls offense has the ball for the first time. As we take out impact players for this one, what are you looking for, Jesse, for a guy to make an impact?
Well, these are putting the leaders of this football team. Generally, games go how these guys play. They make plays. They've got a shot to.
No doubt, they gotta show up. These are the team leaders. These guys have to play well if they're going to win the football.
This crowd, full throat, sweating the eardrums and letting them know it's going to be a long day. And a good job of by that defense, just a short pickup. The Owls are in the hurry up. From the gun, leaves it on the inside with the back. Nifty run there, pick up a 6 out to the 25. Here comes his home crowd as the defense tries to get off the field on 3rd down. Takes the easy throw in the flat. Still running at the 40. They got him free for a big gainer to the 43. Change our set, and Temple has it with another 1st and 10.
I know it's early in the game, but defensively after that play, you know you have to tackle the catch. When this guy gets the ball in his hands, he is so dangerous after the fact. So it's okay for him to make catches. Just got to get him to the ground quickly.
And the Owls are on the move.
It's a nice play design there. You're getting the running back involved in the pass game. Quarterback gives it to him early so he can go to work upfield and get the 1st down.
They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover and pick up the 1st. After that last completion, it's 2nd down. He's looking to throw.
Great job by the quarterback throwing it.
And the quarterback runs out of time, and down he goes at the 38.
Well, this is a back who's not known for his running ability, obviously. You've seen him make some great throws.
Mobility, that's probably not on your bingo card. You saw it right there. He gets brought down for the sack.
This is a 3rd and long. He's looking downfield to throw. It's caught. And they'll finally catch up to him, but not before a big chunk of yardage is picked up. Looking to move it through the air. He was open, he had it, and he dropped it. Would have been a touchdown. Instead, it's 2nd down.
What a play by the defender there, guys. In his own end zone. The offense has taken a shot, and if that defender was just one step behind, that would have been a touchdown. But the hit forces the incompletion.
Going to work on 2nd down. And red is still some ground to cover to pick up that 1st down. The defense wouldn't let him loose there. It was a completion. They lost yardage. They love to pick up this 3rd down and get a fresh set with 1st and goal. On 3rd down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. Caught in the backfield. Goodwin. And how about that run? Swarming D to keep him from getting us down. Down and this crowd is making it miserable on this offense.
You saw at the point of attack how they just dominated. There was nowhere for that guy to go. Defense wins the down and give it back up to Thomas.
They're back up, 1st and 10 from inside their own 5, and they'll try to get this drive started. From the gun, they'll try to impose their will. Finds a little bit of room as he'll get 2 out to the 6.
That's what you try to do as a defense. Limit those damage when they run the football. Get them on the ground, short gains, and set your defense for positive situations down the road.
After picking up a couple at 2nd and 8. Wide receiver coming across in motion. He's looking for a man on 2nd down. Get it out on the screen. Not a whole lot of room there on that screen pass. It just never developed.
He didn't get a big gain. You want to call that play and probably want to get more yards, but you could tell that was super close and seriously busting.
Open runway ahead. He's got 50 yards rushing in the early going, and he is making an impact in the first game of the season. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs.
And you're going to hear this guy's name a lot. They're going to ride the big fella. He's such a stud. They're going to build the offense around him. This is just game 1, but you're going to get a lot of big runs from this guy.
And the defense coming with bad intentions. They knock him down for a loss. They'll line up for a 2nd down play. The play action fake. He'll get rid of it. Oh, so close to paying off the tip. Really had it in his hand. The ball incomplete.
Tips, deflections, those are such good things for defense. A lot of times they lead to interceptions, big plays. Just try to get any kind of disruption you can.
On 3rd down, going up top. It's caught downfield. Nick Jr. loves to show off that big arm.
And listen, the defense knew coming into this one, they were going to target him early and often. He is a weapon, and there's no mystery where the quarterback's going to be looking on critical down and distances. Let's see how they're able to cover him throughout the rest of this game.
That's a really good job by the defense, wrapping them up, getting them on the ground, take away that run game, make them one-dimensional, put them in passing situations. Really good job by the defense.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on 2nd down. From the gun, the ground game. And he has a solid game before the defense bottles him up.
I know that wasn't a big, huge play, and everybody's not excited and fans aren't going crazy, but those are plays that in the 4th quarter matter a lot. Again, making you tackle my back, making you feel the physicality of the football game throughout, so you get tired and get worn down in the 4th quarter.
Good job running that route to get past the sticks because he got nothing after the catch. I was starting to think about what they would do if they didn't pick up the 1st down here, but I guess that's a moot point now.
Moot point for sure, and the head coach was probably telling them 4-down territory, we're going to go whatever the next decision was going to be, and now they seem like, don't worry about it. New set of downs, nice execution by this offense. 1st down, physicality wins football games. Being able to run the football and create balance, and right here just chews up another 1st down, gives you another chance to maybe continue to run the football.
And I feel like this guy, too, is just an explosive play waiting to happen. His vision, his quickness, and he's got it first. If you give this guy just a crease, he's going to hit it. Right now, he's doing some damage on his defense.
Couldn't make the connection on 1st down. Now here on 2nd. He's looking to throw. It's complete to the right. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few.
I'll say this, man. In college football, you see a lot of bad tackling. You didn't see it right there. That was an awesome job. First off, being there at the point of attack, once the tight end made the catch, there was no doubt he was going down. Great job form tackle.
They line up, and it is a long way to the sticks from here. Unloads to the wideout. Excellent coverage and good use of the hands to knock it away. And on 4th down, they'll try to salvage the drive with a field goal. And he'll try to knock it through from the right hash and 35 yards out. He got it. And now the lead is even bigger. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin, 2 very different emotions
Dave. UMass overcame a sloppy start and just put the finishing touches on a notable road win. And to pick yourself up and dust yourself off away from Amherst, these men have got to be thrilled. A circle of life in college football, where one team moves on feeling like kings, and the other heads home licking its wounds.
And Kevin Connors keeping an eye on everything all over the country. Sounds like they had a good one there. Wasting no time throwing on this drive. Dumps it off in the flat. He is stopped behind the line of scrimmage. They'll lose yards on that one.
How about the job and recognition by the defense? They knew exactly what they were trying to set up, and they had multiple defenders surrounding that intended target so that there was nowhere for him to go once he caught the ball.
The roar of the crowd trying to fuel this defense to keep them pinned in their own end. They go to the draw. Gives them some room to operate as he rumbles ahead for 6 out to the 15-yard line. Lining up to convert third down. From the gun, wants to pass. Gets rid of it. Got it on the outside, it's Ferguson. We have the early makings of a quarterback duel, as these stats will show you. Temple lining up for firing away. Makes a move. He was working his way toward midfield, but they'll stop him at the 46-yard line. Here come the Sooners, ready to go on offense. So last time, Dave, they ate up some clock, ran a bunch of plays, settled for the field goal.
Yeah, but they're still up, Reese, and I like where I'm at. If I'm on offense right now, my job is to put another long drive together, eat more clock, and get another score.
Just got to be better in the red zone this time around. When they get down close to the goal line, you need better execution to put a touchdown on the board here.
Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. He's looking to throw. They're working that left side. Really putting together right now. They get the first inside the 37. And this passing game has them calling Boomer and answering Sooner again.
And they're starting to get this crowd jacked up and this crowd riled up. And they love their team. And dude, think about all the success Oklahoma has had over the years. Different cast of characters. But one thing they always have, offensive success.
Here comes the offense on 2nd down. Pulls fires to the left. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain.
When we knew coming into this game, this offense was going to try and get this receiver involved, get him involved early. So here they are just finding an easy completion. Not a touchdown. They just want to get this guy lathered up and get him into it.
They've got it just outside the red zone. They'll move the chains. They've got the 21.
Man, that was a good run, but it was almost even better. Great job by the offense. Keep the running game going. You get big chunks like this. Not only was that a big chunk, it also looked like it could have gone for more.
The Sooners are on the move. Pre-snap motion, quarterback trying to get a read.
Listen, you got to be able to know what play to call and what play to go through. Like the line blocks for a certain hole. Good job getting through the hole, getting what was blocked, getting a nice positive gain, making your situation really good on the next down.
It'll be 2nd down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. And off from the shotgun. Wow, through the defense. Not a lot of room down here. He's able to pick up 2. It's down at the 12.
The big defensive tackles in the middle, they're not always the best pass rushers, but they are strong, and I say country strong. They put hands on,
and he walks against the score. Touchdown, Oklahoma!
This offense is firing on all cylinders right now. Starting the year, game 1, creating a little bit of a pattern and separation at the end of this first half, and you can see why so many people are really excited about this offense this season.
And he puts through the extra point. About to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. Temple takes over, and the Owls send the offense back onto the field. Trailing now by 17, David. This is an opportunity they need to answer.
And down by 17, it's not being ignored. Like, I know we just gave up some points, and the defense hasn't played great. I think this offense can still be who they are and stay consistent.
No doubt, lots of football to go, because you get the feeling this is the time of game where, you know, it could get bad. If you don't score and all of a sudden they get the ball back, they take it down the field and put some points up, this thing might be over. So absolutely, this quarterback, he wants to drive this offense down the field and at least put something on it.
The inside handoff. Finds enough room to get 3 out to the 34. The Owls will hustle for the line. To the ground to try to move the chain. And he'll be taken down, but he does have enough for the first down.
Well, there we go. We finally see some life in this offense running the football. A nice game to pick up the first down. Got to get more of that going moving forward because they have not run it well.
Chains are set, and Temple has it with another 1st and 10. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And he broke 1 tackle on the way to a solid pickup there. 6-yard pickup on 1st down, leaves him with 2nd and 4. The handoff to Johnson. Nice pickup there, gets him the 1st down and sets him up at the 45-yard line. This drive has been exclusively on the ground. Could they be setting up a shot play? They'll try the run. That's what you expect from a senior. Don't give them any extra yards. Great tackle there. Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. They'll try the counter. Shakes off the defender. And he finds some solid space. Makes a nice game before the defense is able to stop him. On 3rd and short, they'll ride the running back here. This offense so far, but finally starting to get it in gear. 1st and 10. He'll keep it himself. Open space at the 25. They make the stop of this running game, moves the chains as they get the 1st down. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Just on the edge of the red zone. 1st and 10 from the 21. They've got him looking to run. Now they're going to throw it. And that pass intercepted. Got room on the return. Inside the 30. He's at the 10. Touchdown Sooners. What a great play by the defense. Off with the interception return. Look, I know it's only the 2nd quarter, but we're starting to see a pretty significant gap develop between these 2 teams right now.
No doubt. When your defense is scoring, your offense is scoring, good things happen with the ball. While this defense on point, reading their scouting report, making big plays.
They'll kick it off and send that defense right back out there to try to score again after the pick 6. And he'll just hit me, and this drive will start at the 25. Temple takes over, and the offense will return to the field. They face a pretty tall mountain here, Jesse, down 24, but if they're going to climb it, this is a good time to start.
Sense of urgency's got to be big, right? You just get the feeling at this point in the game, David, they've got to score on this drive. Obviously, their defense needs to get stops, but at this point, offensively, they've got to execute much better.
They got to be super aggressive. Down 24, you're going to need 3 touchdowns, 3 2-point conversions, everything to kind of go your way. So pass and throwing the football.
After the incompletion, it's 2nd and 10 from their own 25. They're trying to slow that rush down with the draw. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. It's 3rd down from their own 34 as they try to keep the drive moving. To the ground to try to pick up the 1st. They were all over him, nowhere to go, as that third down play turned into a disaster.
Well, the linebacker's showing you read and react. He knew exactly where that running play was going. He beat the football to the line of scrimmage and forced the TFL.
Temple lining up to punt it away. He'll try to really get into this one. Fields the punt. Wants to make a play. Found a little run room on that one. Picked up some nice blocks before he went out of bounds. Time for this Sooner offense to go back to work. They'll put the ball in play from their own 30-yard line. From the gun, running back on the move. Nifty little juke getting down to the 37 before he stops.
Coaches always harp about staying ahead of the chains, and when you can run with that type of efficiency on first down, man, you are doing just that.
Got 8 on first down, now looking at a 2nd and 2. From the gun, the running back, pushing for room. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
How about the defender being a heat-seeking missile? He was on radar lock. He found the football and flew down with some bad intentions.
The sure hands, it's Owen. And he's knocked down immediately, but not before he moves the chain. And the Sooners will snap it on 1st and 10. He wants to throw. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf.
And screens are all about timing, right? You want to invite the defensive line to fly up the field, and then you want to throw it right over their head. And you can tell just a little bit off, and the defense got him so quick, got the quarterback hit before he could really get his bearings and throw the screen.
Holding penalty, the ultimate drive killer. We'll see if it costs his offense here. 2nd down coming up. He's looking to throw. He's going to run it. They bring him down, but a solid pickup to put him in position to pick up the first down.
Well, great job there by the defense because they weren't able to get him sacked right away, but you saw the coverage in the back end. Nowhere for the quarterback to throw the football. Didn't get the sack, obviously. You don't get the negative play, but you also don't give up a big one. You're feeling pretty good about where you are right now in this drive.
Safe completion on the screen. He's run out of bounds, but a big play on that one, and it'll be a first down. We've reached the 2-minute warning, and they will try to build on what has already been a dominant first-half performance. He'll come out throwing on first down. And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
It doesn't take this defense a lot of time to get to the quarterback, man. They've got speed all over the place. They hit him so quickly, and because of that, the ball falls incomplete.
Looking down the middle. And it was worth the gamble, but the long pass is incomplete. Oh, he had him out there, and he was trying to compensate for that speed, but just a little too much distance.
That's just greased lightning, so you think, I can't overthrow this guy. I'm going to throw it out there and let him run underneath it just a little bit too far for the speedster.
Throws to the wideout. Fires into traffic, intercepted. He goes out of bounds, but he creates a turnover and a great opportunity for his offense.
Some defensive players just have a knack. I've played with guys throughout the course of my career that you can't coach it. It's not speed, it's not strength. It's literally, I know when to break on the football, how to go get it, and how to pull it in. It's just a knack.
Temple takes over, and the Owls send the offense back onto the field. They're going to open this drive with a pass, using the back as a receiver on the screen. And oh, did they know that one was coming. They'll knock him down in the backfield. On 2nd down, looking again to throw. And that's going to fall to the ground incomplete. That was a physical matchup there. 3rd down coming.
Unfortunate with that incompletion. The quarterback and his intended target not on the same.
On 3rd and long, he's going to have to throw for it. The defense is going to stop the clock with a timeout. They want to make sure they have everybody on the same page. Temple lining up to punt it away.
I know it's early in this game, but man, this defense has had their number. They've done a great job. Already built a huge lead. Now getting this offense to the situation where they got to pass the football, and they better protect their quarterback better than they are right now.
First down for this offense. Use the play fake. Now to throw. He tosses one high and deep down the left side. He's got it downfield for a huge gain.
I love when you back the defense off. Aggressive, I'll take shots down the field, make the defense play more conservative, and now what? Now you're in the red zone with a chance to get some points.
They just split the entire field, and now they'll try to cash in on 1st and 10 from the 20. They pick up half of it. It'll be 2nd and 5 by the offense, and now they just have one remaining in the half.
And these little touch passes, man, they're just the easiest completions ever for quarterbacks. Palmer, I bet you would have loved being able to just flip it forward. That counts as to your completion percentage, which is good. And then it's all run after the catch, so pretty easy for a QB.
You wouldn't have been the only All-American in this league, Dan, if I were allowed to have push passes when I was playing quarterback. I'll tell you that. It is so hard to defend. It's so hard to seal that edge, especially when this guy's full speed ahead.
He wants to throw it. Let's it go to the end zone. And he's done it. Touchdown, Oklahoma. And at this point, they're just rubbing their noses in it.
There's nothing positive to be able to take away. You got beat down, you move on to the next game, start working on the next one. This one's over.
And the extra point was good to finish things off. So they got the touchdown, and as they kick off, really important for the defense to shut them down here. And they desperately wanted to attempt a return, but decided not to. Instead, they'll take the touchback. Temple takes over, and the offense will return to the field. This late in the half, you're behind. You'd love to create something before the break to build momentum, Jesse.
You've also had some miscues on offense, a big part of why you're losing the game right now. I take it into halftime, make my adjustments, and come out ready in the second half.
Yeah, I'm going to take it into halftime too, Paul. But I'm trying to put some points up right here. Be aggressive, set the tone, be like, hey, listen, this is what you're going to get in the second half, so find something really quick that you can go to.
Offense gets set for 2nd down. He's looking to throw. Grabs behind the line. It's Hurley. A timeout because this offense tries to find a way to get more points on the board before the half.
This defense is going to have to be careful. Not only do they have to worry about this guy running the football, but they've got to keep their eye on him when he runs routes too. He is a versatile back.
It's third down from their own 34 as they try to keep the drive moving. And they got him. They'll get him down for the sack. Timeout is called, and it's the defense wanting to make sure that everyone's on the same page for this big down. Temple lining up to punt it away. They'll look the penalty. Signals for the fair catch and holds it in just shy of the 30. Running out of time here in the first half. They're going to have to be efficient and put some points on the board before the break. Fires to the wideout. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge game if he could have held on.
Quarterback could not have walked that ball and placed it into the hands of his receiver any better. That was a perfect throw. Wide out, deep downfield. You got to finish the play.
Working that left side now. That should be the final play of the first half. First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Guys, you've been calling a lively one from Norman so far. And we'd be remiss if we didn't start this halftime report by acknowledging the sparkling play of this tight end. The guy's like an aircraft carrier out there as a blocker. And then when he releases and shows off that speed and route running, he's almost unguardable. Gotta believe he won't be able to go anywhere in this second half without someone attached to his hip. But with that said, let's send it back to the guys at Memorial Stadium.
The Sooners will kick it off to start the second half. Here he comes from inside his own 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. Temple takes over, and the Owls send the offense back onto the field. Huge deficit to start this third quarter. They just need to find something to build a little confidence.
Yeah, it hasn't gone well. When you're trailing by this much, this first drive, man, does everything matter and hinge on this? Because every possession in the second half is going to be critical.
Yeah, I think if you're on offense, why hold back? What are you worried about? Nothing went well in the first half for you, and at this point, trailing by as much as you are. Real caution to the wind, be aggressive, and let's just see what happens.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. He's looking to throw. Trying to get to it. And the sack! All the way back at the 5.
Well, we've seen this offense struggle early in this game and checking the quarterback. They went into halftime, thought they'd make the right adjustments, but it's not looking like it right now. They're still having issues keeping this guy standing up straight up front. They're just getting beat off the board.
On third and long, he'll need to loosen up that arm. He's got it down the middle. And he's not going to make it. The defense denying him the first down. Temple lining up to punt it away. They've been busy out there to punt for the 5th time today. He'll try to field the punt and bring it back. He was working his way on the return toward midfield. They'll stop him at the 46. Here comes the Oklahoma offense. First snap of this drive will come from the 46. Quarterback changing the plays at the line. Comes out throwing on first down. Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be 2nd down.
Well, that's an awesome job by the defense there. Anticipating quick throw, but how about the pressure hitting the quarterback? Really, no shot for a completion there.
Now on 2nd down. They'll ride the running back and leave it with him. All down at the 39-yard line. He's got 15 yards on the play and a fresh set of downs. He's up to 81 yards on the day, and the defense has been getting a steady diet of this dude on opening day. He'll loft one deep down the left side. And they dialed up a shot play, but they couldn't hook up.
Well, the offense is in that fringe area. This is a place where a lot of coordinators like to take shots. They tried one there, just weren't able to come up with it.
Let's see which way they go after the incompletion. 2nd and 10 from the 39. And he does a really nice job finding open space and making a good gain before the stop is made.
All right, they showed this in the first half, right? Loaded up, ran the football, had some success. What do they do in the second half? Come back now, pull some guys, go the other direction, have success. Great job by the coaching staff.
They wrestle him to the ground, but he's got plenty for a first down.
This running back loves running into the teeth of the defense. In between the tackles, he keeps a low pad level, and he's got some speed.
The Sooners are moving quickly down the field. Oh, what a move! They'll get him stopped just short of the end zone, but they're in business here with a first down.
You got to feel good for this kid, too. He worked so hard this past offseason
to put himself in position to be the starting running back, and he's got a lot of skill, guys. He's got speed, open field running.
Down Sooner! And the pummeling has started.
Everybody's getting in on the fun now for this offense. From the opening whistle, they have been up and down the field. Starters are scoring. We've got backups in the game now. These guys came to your school to play in this offense to score touchdowns, so let them go do it. Make the defense prove they can stop it.
Returner will field it and try to get some field position. And they'll get him on the ground as the offense comes out to start the next drive. All right, guys, so here's the offense.
defense is starting to get a little frustrated, too. Just keep putting me back on the field, possession after possession. Jesse, this offense needs to get their heads out of there, you know what.
The punter's on the sideline with the oxygen mask, right? He's been playing so much. He's not used to this. This offense, they just got to stay on the field. They've got to put a drive together, get some balance going, running and throwing the ball.
The give to the back. And they'll finally get him down after a terrific pickup.
You know, as a defense, you can have the right call and the right guy in the right spot. But that guy's just too good. And how about the running back on that play? Making it happen. Breaking off the huge gain. It's tough to get these guys on the ground.
The give to the tailback. And a 9-yard gain on first down leaves them with second and short. Bunch formation for these receivers. They'll leave it with him. They get him on the ground, but he's got enough to give Temple the first down.
Well, I know this is an offensive line that has a ton of pride. They want to come out each and every game and really impose their will on the D-line. They got just enough push there on that run play to pick up the first.
Soften him up with the one, now to throw. And this will be incomplete. A big hit here forces second down.
Well, that's one the offense would love to have back. That's a play they practice over and over and over. They feel like they can run that play in their sleep, not able to connect there.
Second and 10 after the previous play. He's looking to throw. And it's incomplete, but the penalty flag has fallen in the holding zone. Let's see what the call is. Just an obvious holding call there, and one that just kills an offensive momentum. Let's see what they've got on second down. He's looking to throw. Grabs behind the line. It's Taylor. And he's able to bounce off one tackle for a solid pickup. What a weapon these wide receiver screens can be. Not only do you get a convoy blocking, you get a dynamic run.
When you do this and you show me the threat of throwing this wide receiver screen, it makes me play defense differently. It makes me have more guys out wide, which opens the box inside. So I think it's really smart for coordinators and offenses to continually throw these screens to playmakers.
And the ball is intercepted. Going the other way, and he's got room. And he returned that into reverse, skated in a hurry, and takes it to the 46.
What a big, game-changing play. I love when you see defensive players, they jump on the ball like they were the offensive guys. So aggressive, going and getting that pick creates a big mojo for your team.
Guys, we'll get another look at this Oklahoma offense. You want to talk about a drive where you impose your will? That's what they did, running it down for a touchdown, David.
There is nothing more demoralizing than that. To be physically pounded, the run is coming, you know it's coming, and you can't stop it.
Nothing the defense can do. That is mano-a-mano up front, and your guys getting a push. They know you're running it, and they still can't stop it.
He'll do it himself. And the Sooners get it past today.
Well, this defense is on its heels right now, especially trying to stop the run. They're just not being physical enough. They give up another run right there for a first down. Someone's going to have to step up and make a play.
Just inside the 35, first and 10 from the 34. Give to the back. Relying on that running game, and it worked for about 3 yards to the 31.
So nice to know you can start off on first down with positive play. Positive yards, hand the football off, set up a good second down.
After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line, second and 7. Keeping it on the ground with the single back. And it is a chunk play, a huge gain on that one before the defense brings it to an end.
How nice in an offense where you can generate explosive plays by running the football. You got to force feed this guy, man. He is an absolute game changer.
The Sooners look to keep this drive humming. Quick completion to the right. And he's a real nowhere man tackled in this no-game land.
And what a job by the defense, seeing the quarterback throw the football, break on the football, no space allowed. As soon as he catches it, defender meet ball carrier, he gets it on the ground.
And he'll make his way out of bounds after the solid pickup. Not a lot of ground to cover and not much to defend. A big third down in the red zone. Quick pass to the left, trying to get it to the marker. And they got him down after the short completion, but they inch closer and closer to pay dirt. They were really hopeful he could make a guy or two miss and pick up the first down, but he comes up a little short.
Yeah, and it's great defense. It's defense understanding where the sticks are, not missing tackles, getting the guy on the ground quickly. Really nice job by the defense understanding the situation.
He's not going to get there. Stop short on fourth down. Temple takes over and the offense will return to the field. First and 10 from inside their own 5. You got to take care of the ball, but there is room to take a shot here. He's going to pass. That internal fly just didn't move fast enough, and they get him for a safety.
You could tell the defense smelled it. They knew exactly where they were on the field, put the pressure on him, got him down in the end zone. Safety, baby.
He'll field the punt and look for room. So Oklahoma has it again, and here comes the offense. They'll open this drive and snap it from the 44. Out of the gun, the running back has it. We'll give him a couple on that with 2nd and 8 coming up.
Yeah, and listen, offensively, you're running yard positions, positive yards, make the right read. Read the guy if he wants to drop back a little bit, hand it off, get some positive yards, go on to the next play.
After picking up a couple at 2nd and 8. He's looking to throw. Right down the middle. And that ball is picked off. Looking for more room. A sweet return after the pick, and they'll have it at the 43. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Time for one more snap before the end of the quarter. Trying to make that rush think on the draw play here. And he was able to pick his way for just a few yards, and that'll wrap up the third quarter. And talk about spreading the ball around, everyone getting a chance to show off the hands based on the number of targets we've seen. 2nd down now as they're ready to go back to work. Fast motion from the offense. Looking to throw on 2nd down. Quarterback pressure, and he's knocked down at the 42.
This defense has been flying around. They are everywhere. There's 6 sacks on the day, spreading around, multiple people coming from every angle. This QB has had a nightmare of a day.
If they can convert here, that type of play can really give you a shot of momentum. On 3rd and long, try to convert through the air. And the ball is picked off. And they'll close in on him after a good return on the interception.
And as a defensive lineman late in the game, man, when you know it's past, you're putting your ears back, trying to get to the quarterback, and DBs are trying to do this. Add their stats, get the INT. Nice job by this team.
You give to the back. Cross the 30 to the 35, and that's a gain of 6. Guys, he's up to 103 yards rushing now here in week 1. A solid start to this new campaign. Got 6 on 1st down, now a lot of options on 2nd and 4. Give to the running back. Slam to the ground, but not before he gets the 1st down.
This offense has to get this guy the ball in as many ways as possible. He showed you all of his tools on that last play.
It's 1st and 10 for this offense from the 42. To the ground with the back. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple.
It's going to be tough sledding for the offense here. They're trying to ice this game by running the football and leading the clock. They've got a pretty good lead here late in the game, but the defense knows the run's coming, right? They're going to be loading the line of scrimmage, getting stops like what they just did. We're interesting to see what the offense does on this next one.
They make the stop after the catch. Still some work to do to pick up that 1st down.
I'll tell you what, if you want to be overzealous, you want to be a defender all the time, I like running the screen right behind him. Did a great job throwing the screen. Almost broke this one for a long game, but just keeps the defense a little bit more honest if you want to start bringing a lot of pressure.
They move it to the 44.
And listen, the offensive line has to do their job, but a really good job by the running back, understanding where his hole is. Go hit it, get the 1st down, don't mess around. Nice job following his hole, getting positive yards.
They'll run it out of the shotgun. They'll get him stopped at the 34. He's got 10 yards on that one and a 1st down. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. The Sooners come to the line with a new set of downs. Might as well run him until they stop him. He's got it again. Squeezes out a couple of yards down to the 32.
And the defense is doing a great job committing to the run. When you commit to the run like this, obviously you can give up some plays in the passing game, but you got to stop the run first.
Looking for a man. It's Laporta. Got his man on the outside. He's brought down solid. Pick up a little bit short of the 1st down.
Yeah, you see running backs in today's football, they play a wide receiver basically for you, but you got to find a guy that you can throw to, and you know he's going to catch the ball consistently.
Trying to make magic on the scramble. And he slides after picking up the 1st down, but there is a penalty flag. Let's see who it's against. That penalty moves the ball back 10 yards. We'll replay the down. 8th play of the drive, and they have to convert 3rd and 8 to keep it going. From the gun, wants to pass. Unloads to the wideout. Ball in the air, intercepted! No room to return, but no problem after making a play like that, and they'll have it at the 25.
Obviously, this game hasn't gone the way they would have liked, but coaches are always looking for positive moments and things that you can build on. How about that young man going out, getting an interception? Yeah, they're being blown out. They're probably not going to win this football game, but that is a type of play where the coaching staff you can build on for next week's game.
Last incompletion leaves them still sitting at their own 25 with 2nd and 10. Couldn't connect on 1st down, now back in the air. And a good job in coverage there. They stop it after just a few. They were able to make the completion, but he had to pick his way for just a little bit. Needed a little more help to bring him for some yards.
Yeah, if you're going to have success when you throw it outside like that, you're going to need some more blocking and better blocking downfield. Give the defense credit, though. They were able to rally and made a tackle.
On 3rd down, he drops to throw.
And then the incomplete pass will bring up 4th down. Temple lining up to punt it away. And these guys have been busy. 6th punt of the day. He'll field the punt. Slip through the line. He'll be guided out of bounds, but not before a nifty return on that one. Now the Oklahoma offense will go back to work. That last drive was promising for a while, but you just can't mess it up at the end with the pick, Jesse.
No, you've got to be able to finish drives, especially in this game. If you're going to win it, David, they've got to be able to eliminate the mental mistakes.
And I don't think you get conservative or play it safe. You can trust your guy. I think you put the ball right back in his hands and let him do his thing.
And the throw out to the sideline, good for a few.
I love the anticipation on that throw by the QB on the out route. You got to throw it before the receiver comes out of his break. Nice work.
Muscling ahead on 3rd and short. They get him on the ground, but it's a first down.
Well, the defense knew coming into this one, it was going to be a physical game. Guys are going to have to be great at the point of attack and get off blocks and make tackles. Couldn't stop the offense from picking up that first down on that run.
Back to throw, it's Laporta. Got it set up on the outside. They finally get him stopped, but what a good job by that front wall to set up the screen and create some lanes for their running back. And the Sooners are moving quickly down the field. From the gun, they'll try the middle. How about that determined run inside the red zone? He's got 6 down at the 12.
It's going to be important this offensive line is able to get a little bit of push. You just got to give this guy an inch, a little crease, and you can make yards for it.
Quarterback, quick pass to the receiver. Touchdown, Oklahoma! And the stomping has commenced.
Well, I think this home environment was just too much for their opponents to handle. There's been unbelievable noise and energy. The crowd showed up today, but how about the playmaking on the field? These guys have got dudes all over the field. It's kind of week one sends a statement and reverberates all across college football.
And they thought about a return and thought better of it. They'll bring it out to the 25. Temple takes over and the Owls send the offense back onto the field. Boy, 3 and out last time, David. They'd like to be more productive this time around.
Yeah, the last drive, nothing really clicked. No rhythm, got off the field really quickly. They need to put something together here.
Yeah, they did that execution on that last drive. So you got to take a collective breath and start playing like a unit on this one.
Well, he made the grab, but the doors closed quickly after that.
And I like this. I want to find my running back, but man, he's got to do a little more damage after the catch. I need a stiff arm. I need a spin move. I need something where he can...
And the pressure gets there. And down he goes at the 18.
You've got to love what you're seeing
You're
here.
the coach of this team because
Your defense is simply not resting on their laurels, and they're playing until there's zeros on the clock. They've got a massive lead. We're late in the fourth quarter, and they're still getting sacks.
On 3rd and long, he's going to have to turn one loose downfield. And here comes the pressure, and there he goes down again.
Man, how about this offense, man? It's been a rough day. You're getting beat down. You're trying to find some kind of momentum late in the game to build something off of. And you give up another sack.
So from his own end zone, the punt is away. He's got great speed. That nifty return sets up the offense and negates some of the yardage on the punt. Here comes the Sooner offense back onto the field. On that last drive, defense had no idea what was happening, run or pass, and it wound up in the end zone, Jesse.
Yeah, you saw the experience in this offense that last drive, too, on that touchdown. Everybody on the same page. These guys have repped these plays over and over in practice and in games, and it's working.
Yeah, so I got to find a way to disrupt it. I got to find a way to maybe be more aggressive, maybe blitz, mess up this rhythm they got going.
They'll keep it on the ground. They want this clock to move. The Sooners are stopped, but not before getting the first down.
This is the guy that can find you 50 yards. That play just pushes the pile to get that first down.
And this set of downs gets started from the 33, 1st and 10. They'll run it from the gun. And a nice solid pickup there before the defense wrestled him to the ground. He now has 80 yards rushing, and he's making his presence felt in this first game. Got 6 on first down, now a lot of options on 2nd and 4. They'll try to pop the draw. A strong tackle and wrap-up from the junior.
And the defense is still fighting. They haven't had the day that they dreamed of. You know, talking to the coaches coming to the game, like they thought they had a good plan. They were ready to attack and limit some of the damage this offense has done. They haven't done it today. They got to go back to the drawing board, figure some things out, because this wasn't a great game.
Dragged down to the turf, but not before getting the first down. They get a big win here and start the season on a positive note.
You gotta love that as the players. You come out, you have so much anticipation coming into the season, finally getting ready to play in front of a live audience. You're able to come out and execute, get this win under your belt. David, couldn't be a better way to start the year.
And for the losing team, obviously, it's a little bit different. You have something